Shalom, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Peace and blessings to you brothers, carrying this work in sincerity and in faith. So this is just more breakdowns, more rebuke to the wicked, more edification to the proud doers, and those who seek to follow the old paths, to to seek the Most High God. More edification, more fire. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 11. For Salakia, let's Salakia. All right, so it says, according to the grace of Yahawah, which is given, this is verse 10, 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10. According to the grace of Yahawah, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. For the foundation can no man, for other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahawashi Hamashiach. Now, if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it. What day? Right? The day that we should be expecting, the acceptable year. Okay, and then that day when the Lord burns this world up. Okay, it says, Salakia, lost my spot. Okay, it says now in verse 13, it says, every man's work shall be made manifest. So what you've done, the things that you have believed, is going to be made manifest in your dealings, in the things that you do. It's going to be made manifest, right? It says, for the day shall declare it, right? That day is going to declare it. If you get burned up, and let the scripture explain. It says, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. So you have an unbelieving heart. You have wickedness going on in your mind. Okay, you hate this truth. You hate this truth. You hate what thus saith the Lord. Okay, then your labors are going to be burned up. Okay, your foundation is going to is not sure. It's like you have it on sand, like the scripture said. Okay, it's going to be turned into stubble, right? And we bought gold. Let's see. Let's get Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 23. Buy truth, sell it not. All right. It says also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Wisdom, instruction, understanding teaches us how to deal in this system, how to deal with the people that hate us, and how to deal with those who are hated, us who are hated. It tells you how to deal with your brother and how to deal with the beast that hates us, right? And how to deal with his understanding, right? So the Most High God is showing you, right? Will show you through the word, right? If you have eyes to see, ears to hear, he's going to show you through the word how to deal in this system, right? And the scripture says in Psalms chapter 119, verse 142, it says, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is thy truth. It says, trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. So you're going to understand why it is that the sign and the wonder that's upon you is such a precious thing, because you suffering persecution for understanding that thing, right? And without this truth, it just destroys you. You just die. There is no other options for you. You just fade away. You refuse to hear the truth, because every man, hey, you're gonna be inexcusable. Okay, you're not gonna have any excuses in the last days. You're not gonna say, "Well, I didn't know. I didn't ever hear this," right? Some things it's gonna be few stripes because you didn't know, but with things like this, I believe that the word of the Lord is perfect and that He is perfect. So He exposed Himself to His people and showed, not exposed, but Salakia. He revealed Himself to His people, and those who don't get it, hey, it is what it is. Okay. Lord going to destroy you, right? You're not, unless He has mercy. The Lord does have an elect, and it's not all about the law and this, that, and the other. It's hey, choose ye this day. You might not get to fulfill all the things of the law in that day that the Lord gives you that that ability to hear this word and walk in righteousness, okay, or have a willing spirit, or whatever it is that He saw in that person who was crucified with Him. Okay. Luke chapter 23, verse 43. And Salakia, let's go ahead and go up a little bit so we can get this. So it says in Luke chapter 23, verse 39, and one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, if thou be Christ, save thyself and us. You see? This wicked 2/3, right? Looking for a sign. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh for a sign, right? But look at what he said. Hey, by your words, you can be justified, and by your words you can be condemned, right? By your words you can be justified, and by your words you will be condemned, right? It says in Matthew chapter 12, verse 36, but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Ooh, that's scary. That's scary. But look at this wicked Jake. What'd he say? He said, if thou be Christ, save thyself and us. But the other answering rebuked him, saying, doest not thou fear Yahawah? So he's speaking with a proud tongue, uttering anything, right? Uttering whatever comes to his jacked up mind, man. Every idle word. It says, but the other answering rebuked him, saying, doest not thou fear Yahawah, seeing thou art in the same condemnation. And it's like they all on the cross, right? But if this guy didn't truly believe you, if he wasn't a devil speaking wickedness, then guess what? he would have never even said that. He was just like, I don't know who he is. I don't, this, that, and the other. I don't know. They just killing him. No, that's the devil in him. Deceiver, right? Partner with a thief. You see? His work is about to be proven. Right? And look at what he say. See, the scripture say, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. In that same chapter, Matthew chapter 12. Right? So it says, so the brother that rebuked this malefactor continues in verse 41, Luke chapter 23, verse 41, and we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds. So we did wrong. We're about to pay that fathering. Right? But this man have done nothing amiss. Right? He's innocent. And that's the same thing. That's the way it goes, man. That's what the scripture talking about in Proverbs, man. Hey, it's only cursing and vexation here in Babylon. Only cursing and vexation. That's it. Nothing else. It says, in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So the wicked, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, right? And that's how they destroy Yahawashi. Okay, destroyed the record of Yahawashi. And what he was, that he came in the flesh, right? Destroyed all that. Because the earth been given to the hand of the wicked, right? And these wicked people look at us and say, we an abomination. Just like they said to Christ. Hey, Christ abomination. Put him up there with those people. That's why when we out there teaching, it be wicked, 2/3 behaving Israelites right next to us, selling drugs. Not right next, adjacent to us, but in the parking lot across, in the same parking lot, but in front of the gas station, right? And they selling drugs. And you know what? People look at them like they fools, and they look at us like we fools. We the righteous. We're the ones standing in righteousness. We're the ones observing the times of the old ordinances, right? Which are not old, but our forefathers kept these ordinances, right? We sought the old paths, and they look at us as if we are wicked, or we are the abomination, just like the brothers maybe they look at them brothers like they better than us. You see? Like Christ, what happened with Christ? Give us Barabbas, So it says in verse 41, we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds. But this man have done nothing amiss. And he said unto Yahawashi, Lord, remember me when thou, see, this is the right mindset. Remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. See, he know he going to receive his kingdom because he understand what is right. So to you people who, you don't have to, it's not about I did this whole law. Well, it's good to do the law. The law is righteousness, right? It sets you apart. You're gathering the sheep. The scriptures say, he that does not gather me scattereth abroad. So that's a very, very good thing that we are doing in these last days, and we promote that thing. The Lord gave that law. It's spiritual, right? But the Lord is also, through faith, grace, mercy, he's going to justify some, right? Who might not even got a chance to do the whole law, right? He didn't get a chance to even observe the whole law. He probably don't even know all the scripture. He don't know all the scripture. How the Lord gonna let him in? You know, this is Matthew chapter 20. It says in verse 1, for the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder. And I'm going to go back to my original point, okay, building on a sure foundation, right? So it says, heaven is like unto a man. This is Matthew chapter 20, verse 1, okay? For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. Again, he went out about the 6th and 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour, he went out and found others standing idle, and saith unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle? They say unto him, because no man hath hired us. He said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So when he was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith unto his steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came, they were hired about the 11th hour. They received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more. And they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house, saying, these last have wrought, but one wrought means work. Have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and heat of the day. You see, and that's going to be our generation. Brothers got skin flayed off their body, beat down in the streets, right? Our people deal with all types of persecution, getting hanged on trees, right? You know, getting hung on trees and this, that, and the third. And some of those people gonna, this is, you know, the Lord can just give it to you just like that. And there's really not going to be people arguing against this. There's going to be a lot of destruction going on. And we're going to be happy that our people made it. We're going to be happy for the judgment of the Lord, who the Lord sets up in these governments to come in the kingdom. We're going to be happy, man. It's not going to be no covetous spirit, you know, none of that stuff. None of that wickedness, man. All the things that we experience is not even going to compare to the blessings that, you know, who the Lord chooses receives. It's not going to be nothing comparable to the things that we have endured and the affliction that we have went through, and the labors that we have done in this system. Okay, being exercised with the sore travail of Babylon. Okay, and the mourning. Okay, and the hope that we have hoping. You know what I mean? These things, the Most High is blessing us in those end times. We're not really going to be asking these things. I don't know. I hope not. Lord willing, we don't, you know, there's nobody, but this is a parable, you know. So let me continue. But he answered unto them. So they were upset. You made them equal unto us. They only worked for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Couple years maybe, you know, and now you here and now you deliver them. You see? The Most High God can deliver you like that. You don't know the mercy of the Most High. You can't cut that off, you know? So that's mercy, grace. You know what I'm saying? That is, you know, how we were even, you know, we were in sin. Look at all that Paul done. That's why people want to bring up what Paul did, David did, all this, that, and the other. Listen, don't speak against them brothers like that, because the Lord made them stand. David was a man after the Lord's own heart. But a lot of people want to bring it up to try to cut at the Most High. Oh, no, he did all that. Da, 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 da. And I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say to make a point to where, you know, it's just not, let's not do that. You know what I mean? Because you don't understand the mercy of the Most High God. To you, if you could, you Pastor Pork Chop devils, and y'all would condemn us, because we scream at somebody. We raising our voice. Y'all ready to, say that we ain't got love and this, that, and the other. Throwing out all scripture, blurting all types of words that you're going to have to give account for, right? So let's continue. It says, but he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny? So this is the mindset that we have right now. Okay. I've been in this work for this, that, and the other. That's good, brother. And you know what? That's a great thing, But at the same time, the Most High chooses, man. He has an elect. Okay, he chooses who? Okay, scripture say a man's going is of the Lord, so how can a man then understand his own way? Right? Okay. So how can a man then understand his own way? Let's get it. Okay. It says in Proverbs 20 and 24, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? All right. So anyway, let's continue. It says, but he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny? Take that thine is, and go thy way. I will give unto this last, even as unto thee. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own? That's the blessing right there. All praises to the Most High. Scripture say he cared for his elect. It says, is thine eye evil because I am good? All right, so now you're getting on you. It says, so the last shall be first, and the first shall be last, for many be called, but few chosen. See? Most High chooses, right? So he chose that brother. What did he tell that brother, man? He told him great things. He told him something great, man. You're not supposed to be mad at that. You're not supposed to be mad at David because he made it. And because they had him, Yahawashi, he's a man after my own heart. And Yahawashi gonna come through his loin, through his lineage, his tree, right? So let's continue in Luke chapter 23. It says 23 and verse 43. And Yahawashi said unto him, verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. See there? It says, and it was about the 6th hour, and there was a darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour, and the sun was darkened, and the veil of the temple was rent in the midst. It says, and when Yahawashi had cried with a loud voice, he said, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. And having, see, the beginning of it, the end of a thing is better than the beginning. So don't read the wicked was rejoicing over it. Yahawashi, we killed him, we destroyed him. We destroyed him, we killed him, we done, we got it done. Peace, right? Hey, Lord gonna rise us up. Let's get it. Ecclesiasticus chapter 11. Lord gonna raise us up. It says, wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men. Right? Let's get Matthew chapter 11. it says, 11 verse 28, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, I will give you rest. Take my yoke up on you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Right? My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Luke chapter 6, it says, blessed are ye when men, Salaki, it says, blessed, in verse 20, it says, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of Yahawah. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, right? Reproach you, and cast out your name as evil. Salakia.